Hello all. So in my first instructional video of the kind of brief rundown on how to use Rig Creator, I did actually forget to mention a couple of small details. So when you're in your Rig Creator section, um, I meant to let you know that you are able to drag and reorder the component fields in the order that you wish them to show. And this will also reflect on how they show in your, or what order should I say, they show in your rig signature area on your post. So that's simple. So when creating a rig or when editing a rig, in this case we'll just edit one that we've already made, and click on edit, and you can, over the little menu kind of bar here with the three lines which comes up saying reorder, if you just click on one and drag, you can change the order in which the components appear. So for argument's sake, let's just change them all around like that, and then we'll go down and we can just click save. As you can see here, the rig components are now in a different order, and again if we refresh the page and look in the signature section on test rig, you'll see that again we have reordered items. Another thing to mention in Rig Creator is you have the ability, so in these fields here, aside from just text, you have full editors. So should you wish to, you can insert attachments or images from URLs if you so wish as well, if that's of any help to you. And of course, because it's got the full editor, you can use the spoiler tags. So if you're putting in really extensive information but don't want to end up with like 3 pages worth of scrolling, you can use the spoiler tags. Now moving on to a feature that I didn't even really touch on, or very briefly touched on, was the rig search. So on this rig search page, this basically details all the rigs ever input on the site by users. So you've got the option of simply scrolling through the pages, or you can do some actual searching. So we can go into the search here, and this is the advanced search, and we can either search rigs via username, that contains, begins with, or exactly parameters. So for instance, let's just do me. So we got contains, and we'll just put enterprise, and then we'll click search, and there we go. So that's brought up all the rigs under my name. Again, we can go back to the search, we can clear this, and we might want to find all the rigs with a specific component. We might be doing research, we might want to see what other users have, what other users' components have paired with what. They might have paired a CPU that you're interested in with a different motherboard that you're thinking, and that might give you an idea of what motherboards to get, so on and so forth. So for instance, we're just going to search a CPU that I own, so we'll just put in 5950X, and we know it's a CPU, so we have to make sure that we've clicked the CPU field, and then we can click search. And again, that brings up my rig, but it also brings up another user's rig. So from here, I can look at my rig and say, okay, well I've got these components, but okay, look, here's another user who's used these components. So sometimes it can be an interesting comparison, and again, it's just a nice database of components to be looking at. So again, with the search, we can do it by motherboard. Well, we can do it by basically all the component types that are available to us in Rig Creator. So this kind of goes over the Rig Creator search. As I say, you don't have to use the search tools. You can simply, if you want, just scroll down and browse through all the pages that we have so far. And again, as I say, if you want to look at the full information of any selected rig on these pages, whether searched for through advanced search or just scrolling, you can click on full rig info and it will take you to that user's profile. Handily, while it takes you to this user's profile and you can see all the information ever input on this rig, you'll also be able to check out their other tabbed rig profiles here if you want to look at their other rigs. So that's it. That covers obviously the reordering of the components for Rig Creator and also covers the rig search page. Hope that helps. I don't think I've left anything out this time, but if I did, expect another video. Alright, cheers guys.